Welcome to episode number 1 of the We On Sports podcast, hosted by me, David, and
Dallas Soto.
Dallas Soto. Hey, we need to come up with like a name for you, bro. Like I'm David the Capo and shit like that.
Oh, I see. I need a nickname, huh?
You need a nickname, bro.
Goat.
We need to get you a gang nickname. All right, so me and Dallas wanted to do a sports podcast for the longest, and I think finally we were just kind of like, fuck it, let's do it.
Yeah.
So we decided to start one. Hopefully, this will help everybody out with their fantasy, their parlays, or just like if you keep up with football, basketball,
Sports in general, whatever, UFC, boxing.
just anything. So pretty much episode 1, we're gonna do week 1 productions for like the NFL. Even though like we're recording on a Sunday, so some of the games already like passed, but we're gonna try to get better with that shit. So hopefully, moving forward, you'll be able to get the information a lot sooner.
Yeah, no, definitely.
All right, let's start with week 1. So, what was your thoughts on like who played
There was
the
a shit ton of games today, bro. Like
Thursday night? It was the Rams versus the Bills.
that was sorry for
bro.
the defending champions, man.
Supposedly the defending champions.
Right.
Fuck, bro. That shit was brutal, bro. I think Matt Stafford got sacked like 7 fucking times.
Bro, QBR of 20. The lowest in his career. Like,
man, that's crazy, bro.
terrible.
But honestly, bro, like Von Miller. So Von Miller, for those people who don't know, he played on for the longest he was on the Denver Broncos. He was pretty much the guy who like sacked the shit out of fucking Cam Newton.
Yeah, he was the enforcer.
Yeah, he pretty much was like the enforcer of the team that year, and pretty much that's when they won. I think the last year was it Peyton Manning.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Against the Bears.
Yep. So pretty much what happened was Von Miller over the offseason, I don't know if he got traded or he pretty much became a free agent and ended up on the Bills.
I'm pretty sure people like just chalked him up as like washed and
Yeah.
nobody really wanted
he's
him.
getting up there in age and shit.
But he looked
fire,
fire, bro.
He looked prime time on fucking on Thursday night, bro. So pretty much what happened was the fucking the Super Bowl champions of 2022, the Rams got fucking cream.
Murked, bro. They didn't even look good.
Bro, they didn't look good at all.
10 points, was it? Right?
Nah, bro, it was 31-10.
Yeah, they only had 10.
Like
yeah,
10
yeah,
points,
yeah.
bro. That shit was crazy, bro. And I'm sitting there thinking, like, bro, why the fuck is he like? So, going back into like parlays and shit, I had a free bet parlay for FanDuel.
Yeah.
FanDuel sponsor the podcast. Pretty much it was $5, and I could have turned that $5 into like $1,100, bro. So to break down the parlay, it was pretty much I needed Stephon Diggs, Gabriel Davis, Cooper Kupp to score a touchdown, but I needed Cooper Kupp to score 2.
Yep.
So a lot of people were like, "Oh, that's a lot," but I'm like, "Nah, bro. He's gonna get force fed."
Bro, that's the dude that they like. No matter what's going on in the game, like he's always like the number one person to go to.
Bro. He's like he's their number 1 receiver and shit. He was the Triple Crown King last year, which pretty much is like I think he led the league in receptions, yards, and touchdowns.
Yeah.
For receivers.
And
bro, he bounced back because the year before in 2020 he was fucking. Some people said he was fucking trash.
Oh, I didn't really cover him I probably didn't know much about him because people were saying he was trash.
Well, 2019, which was like one of the first years that I started playing fantasy football, bro, he was fucking killing it. It was like the same shit that he did last year. So going into 2020, he was pretty much like one of the highest ranked wide receivers, coming off and shit. And the way fantasy football works is pretty much like the fantasy rankings are broken down into like per position.
Yeah.
So you have like top quarterbacks, running backs, wide receivers, tight ends, and shit like that.
Depending on how many yards they get or how many catches.
Right. And it goes based off points. So there's literally players who are like real life dog shit. But like they get so much production. Like they get so many like receptions and shit like that. And they'll be able to be fantasy relevant is what they call it.
For sure.
Right? And he was pretty much like he was that guy, bro. Like you wanted Cooper Kupp on your team. But last year he wasn't good. Or 2 years ago he wasn't good. He was just like, bro, he was barely getting like 10, 15 points a week. And for like a wide receiver, that's like average.
That's not gonna cut a starting lineup.
You're just sitting on the bench, bro.
Yep.
So pretty much that happened, and then he fucking broke out last year.
Dude, he went absolutely
fucking nuts. And he had really good like fantasy draft value, bro.
Yeah.
He fell to like the fucking 4th or 5th round. And people who and for a lot of people who don't know like how fantasy sports work, that's usually like middle of the pack receivers. You
Yeah,
know,
depending on how deep your league is,
yeah.
like especially if you have like a 12-team
If
league.
you have a 12-team league, which is usually like the standard, it's like 12 teams and either 2 or 3 wide receiver sets.
Yeah,
Like is pretty much like a really good value for him.
right.
And then this year he went off in like the top 5 picks
Yeah,
and
everybody
out the
wanted him.
fucking gate 31 fucking fantasy points, bro, and
Damn, yeah.
PPR. So
Yeah.
points per reception.
He had like I don't know, like almost like 10 targets or something. Like game one, like he was
Last year, because I was gonna say
Oh.
because I think he got targeted like 20 times, 19 times this year. The
in the
last week,
Oh yeah,
this week, yeah,
yeah, dude.
he got
That,
targeted a lot. He was force fed.
yeah, for
And
sure.
so halfway through the game, bro, I'm like, fuck yeah, like I'm about to hit this parlay. And I also needed the combined score to be less than 52.5 points.
Yeah, you covered that. For sure.
I covered that. Even if he got the last touchdown, fuck it, bro. I'm like, we're in there.
You're still under.
I'm about to just turn this free ass bet to $1,100, bro. You know how happy I was? I think everybody was texting me like, oh shit. I even texted you. I sent
Yeah.
it to you. I was like, bro, I'm about to hit, bro.
There was a few times where he was like right there too
Oh,
to get
my
that last
goodness.
touchdown.
And then even like at the very end, like in the end zone, bro, they like targeted him 2 more times.
Yeah,
But he was just smothered in
Dude,
coverage.
he's always the number one guy that everybody's double teaming and all that. So
Yeah.
he's gonna
Yeah.
get a lot.
And
of
then the Rams, honestly, like they're not a bad team. Like even on paper, they're not a bad team, bro. They got Jalen Ramsey, Von Miller,
Allen Robinson.
Allen
they just
Robinson
got
on the offense on the offense side.
Cam Akers.
Can't make it for
Man, what happened to him? I thought he got injured.
bro. So he was injured. He was injured all last season. I think he tore his Achilles, and then he played. I think he ended up playing like in the playoffs and shit.
Okay.
But that was pretty much all you saw. It was Darrell Henderson pretty much all
Yeah.
last year, and he was all right. I mean, I wouldn't really say he's like fantasy relevant even this year.
No, not really.
But
I don't know going forward. I think he might be because Cam Akers was healthy Thursday night and he only got 3 carries.
yeah, bro, but like that fucking so we also have to take into consideration the Rams were missing like their top offensive lineman and fucking what's his
Yeah.
name, Wentworth.
Uh-huh.
So he retired. So I mean, they
They're-
have a young offensive line, bro, that's really not like experienced and shit like that, and
It's
like
not
pressure
ready for the
situations and
runs.
shit. So, you know, I think that they could have done a lot better. Obviously, like we're playing like Monday morning quarterback and shit. You know how
Yeah.
like the next day you're like, well, this is what I would have done. You know,
Right, yeah.
I don't play football, like so I can't sit here and be like, this is what I would have done. I don't coach football. I can't be like, this is the
For
play I
sure.
would have ran. But what I did see was Allen Robinson was open a few times,
Yeah.
and he
Yeah,
was
for
forcing
sure.
the ball to Cooper Kupp. And
That's
Allen
the game
Robinson,
plan.
he played for the Chicago Bears last year, and the Bears, I think he had like over 1,000-yard reception years with like Mitchell Trubisky and Blake Bortles.
Yeah.
So Matt Stafford is like a super upgrade, bro. That's
Yeah.
like
Oh, for sure.
that's like upgrading.
probably the best quarterback he's ever played with.
It is,
So
and he could. And but I don't think it's Allen Robinson's fault, bro. I don't
No,
think that it's his fault. I
100%
think
not.
he's still a good player. I think that if given like the opportunity and like all of the fucking what are they called, the targets to fucking Cooper Kupp, even
Yeah.
if he got like half of what Cooper Kupp did, I think he would have easily have gotten a touchdown.
Well, so like last year they had Robert Woods,
Yeah.
and there was a point in the season where Sean McVay came out and said we need to start utilizing him more. And after that, that's when Robert Woods started blowing up and was hitting getting like a bunch of fantasy points.
Yeah.
So I'm sure
Robert
they'll do
Woods
the
is
same thing
decent
with,
too, though.
with Allen
Robert
Robinson.
I think he plays for the Tennessee Titans now.
Yeah.
Another team that's like gonna struggle a lot with their offensive line.
for sure. Yeah.
They're definitely gonna struggle, bro. Because I mean, they have a pretty good left guard in Taylor Lewan and shit like that, and you know Derrick Henry's gonna be Derrick Henry, bro. But I've
gonna get
always
his.
said it, bro, and I'm sticking to this shit that I don't think Ryan Tannehill is the answer. Like he is
Nah.
not the QB. I think that they need to try to get that Malik Willis kid up to speed and
The way the
let him go.
NFL's moving, you need a quarterback
Yeah.
that can run and
Yeah,
throw
bro.
on the run. And
let's talk about that real quick because there's a lot of people, bro, who don't like that shit.
I think that's like a huge upgrade. Like with Kyle Murray,
Yeah,
having him
Kyler
on
Murray.
like on as a quarterback where he's so fast, but he's also
That's my
pretty
fantasy
accurate.
quarterback.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
mine too.
Yeah, he's my
But
fantasy
no,
quarterback.
like he can get a lot of yards rushing, and if you're playing fantasy, that's gonna benefit you a lot.
Yeah, because they get the rushing upside. He's gonna hawk the touchdowns at the fucking at the line, so
Yeah.
at the goal line. So I mean that honestly in itself is gonna improve your fantasy odds to win.
Right.
Because pretty much, bro, fantasy is like it's pretty much just that, bro. It's just luck.
Oh,
Like you have to get
100%,
lucky, bro.
yeah.
You can literally get the best fucking running back in the league, the best. You can have Patrick Mahomes and still lose.
Oh, at any time, yeah,
And it's happened. It's happened to me.
yeah.
Or like I've had a stacked team, bro, and I'm about to really go in this shit and thinking like, I'm about to fucking win the championship and I'm easy on butter. And bro, I came in 8th place last year.
Damn, yeah, dude.
Like that shit, fuck it.
It's crazy.
That shit sucks, bro.
One bad game can like mess everything up.
Oh fuck yeah, bro.
Now you're like,
and it's looking hella sketchy right now too,
For
as we
sure.
speak. But the score before we started the pod was 20-7 versus the Cardinals. Chiefs were up.
Yep.
So
The Cardinals
we're
don't
up.
look good today. The Chiefs though, I
Well,
just think they're elite
so-
for sure.
let's talk about that game because we obviously didn't see it, but as you know, as the news was coming out, Rondale Moore, which was like one of the more top wide receivers in the Cardinals, he's out. They're really dealing with AJ Green and
Who else is?
I think that's the only
Right,
person I
yeah.
know because DeAndre Hopkins is suspended. For
Is it
6 games.
Christian Kirk?
No,
Or
he's on Jacksonville now.
Oh, okay. Damn. Yeah. So they're slim
Yeah,
over
bro,
there.
they're pretty much like they're gonna be run heavy.
Yeah. Oh, for
They
sure.
have to be run heavy. So it's gonna be, and it kind of works because like I'm a Chiefs fan, and I'll be the first one to admit, bro, the Chiefs' defensive line for like the run game isn't that good. So they
Yeah.
can run all over the Chiefs if they really wanted to and manage the clock, but they kind of had to get like that early lead that Patrick Mahomes kind of like took advantage of.
They're already playing catch up since
Yeah,
the beginning.
They're
so,
already playing catch up. So there's
yeah.
that game. Did you watch the Bears versus the 49ers?
It was a good game. Yeah.
It was a decent game, bro.
I knew weather would definitely like take a part in who would win it, and obviously the Bears.
They took advantage, bro.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. Yeah.
So the 49ers are a West Coast team.
Mhm.
They're having a lot of issues at quarterback right now because they did extend Jimmy Garoppolo.
Bro, I'm so confused by all that. Like, why would you like Jimmy G took you guys deep last year? Why would
I
you
think
start him?
look, if I'm being honest, and a lot of people are probably gonna have like the opposite of this, I think Jimmy G is a pretty good quarterback.
I think so.
I think he's a
too.
solid quarterback. He got you to the Super Bowl. You guys
Yeah.
ended up losing to the Chiefs. Where is it? You guys ended up losing to the Chiefs, but he got you there. And the year after that, you guys were in the playoffs again.
Yeah.
Like if with Jimmy G heading the 49ers, you guys are in playoff contention.
Yeah.
You know?
Right.
They got one of the best tight ends in the fucking league in George Kittle, so I don't see a reason why you would want to fuck that up and get someone who is essentially like he's like what is his second year?
Yeah, he's
The
brand
second
new
year
still.
he probably didn't even he started like a handful of games last year.
Yeah.
He really didn't really show that much like promise or anything. He kind of was just like
Yeah.
fucking up.
I'm not too sure why they were so sold on him. Maybe it's because of the same thing as like a Kyle Murray, because he can run.
Yeah.
And he can throw
Yeah.
the ball. Pretty
Which by the
decent.
way, that'll definitely help you, bro, but it's not gonna help when your team's already established their chemistry with
Yeah.
Jimmy Garoppolo. He's already kind of established himself as like the number one quarterback over there.
Right. Well, you would think, but I don't know, man. Trey Lance. He did look decent today. I'm not gonna like knock him. He looks good,
He did look good.
but I don't know. I'm just still questioning the idea of
How did
taking
Elijah
Jimmy
Mitchell
G.
look?
I think he got hurt, didn't he, or something?
I don't know. I saw him
Yeah.
run maybe like once or twice, bro, and he did a pretty good fucking job the first 2 bursts that he did. And that's what I'm saying, bro. Like the 49ers, they never have like a consistent running back. They always like
Yeah.
switching through. Like so like fantasy wise, a 49er running back isn't somebody who you would try to draft like early as fuck.
Right, but so
Because
I
it'll be
had-
Elijah Mitchell this week, and then next week it'll be fucking Jeff Wilson.
but the whole thing about their offense is centered around running. So you got Debo, who's taking a lot of jet swings, and he had a lot of running today. So.
He was called a wide back last year,
right, same with
because he was
Cordell
coming out the
Patterson.
backfield. Yeah,
See, so same like with a QB that can run and throw. I like those wide receivers that play those 2 positions because it's just extra.
you never know how they're
more.
gonna score no matter what. They're gonna get the touches. They're gonna get the receptions no matter what.
I think it's all about how many opportunities somebody's going to get a game. So if you can catch and you're getting hands offs, like
Yeah.
the sky's really the limit for you.
Yeah, I agree. And then there was who was it? The Steelers in Cincinnati.
Yeah, dude. I'm
Another
so
rough
surprised by
fucking. It was
that.
another rough fucking game for one of the teams in the Super Bowl this year.
I'm glad Trubisky is like getting a fresh start somewhere
Yeah.
because I always thought he was a decent quarterback.
I say that shit all the time, bro.
Yeah.
Like Mitchell Trubisky is a decent quarterback. Matt
Yeah.
Nagy was the reason why he was bad. Matt Nagy
Yeah.
as a head coach is not good.
Last year, watching Josh Allen or Mitchell Trubisky in like the preseason,
Yeah.
dude, he looked real
Yeah.
good. So
He played for Buffalo last year, and he
Yeah.
did pretty decent. He was a DC. I think he went over there. He learned some shit under
for
McDermott
sure.
and what's his name, Josh Allen, and
Yeah.
he kind of figured it out. Almost, he kind of like put his own little style to it, which he too himself is a running quarterback.
He is, bro.
He's a running motherfucker. Got legs, bro. He can run. So
That's why I think the Steelers went for him. Who's their? I don't think the Steelers have anybody like somewhat decent besides Mitch Trubisky as a quarterback.
they got that Pickens kid.
Okay, the rookie, right?
Kenny
Or
Pickens.
second year?
Yeah, no, he's a rookie.
Okay, yeah.
And he did pretty decent in the preseason. So they were pretty close on like who was gonna start. I think it was Mason Rudolph, Mitchell Trubisky, and then that Pickens kid.
Yeah.
I think Mitch is probably like the best start right now
He's definitely the
because
most
he has
balanced.
playoff experience. He's been to the playoffs. He's actually been a starter in the league.
Yeah.
And even though a lot of people, especially like where we're from in Chicago, everybody says he's fucking trash and shit like that. But who knows? Maybe like in the right system, he could fuck around and win some games.
Yeah.
I think it's way too early to be like, yo, he's gonna win 10 games or anything. But I
Yeah,
can see them
definitely
winning
not.
like 8 or 9 games, bro.
The fact that they beat the Bengals says a lot. Cause
Well, they tied. I think they went to OT.
no, I think the Steelers hit a game-winning field goal.
Did they?
Yeah, and in
We'll-
OT. So
We'll see. We'll see. But there's that. And the Bengals, bro, it was the same shit with Matt Stafford, bro. Joe Burrow was getting eaten up
yeah,
alive, bro,
for sure.
by fucking TJ Watt.
Yeah,
Bro, TJ Watt was fucking. He's one of the better defensive ends in the league, and he was honestly he might make the case for the best one.
Oh, for sure.
I think he
so.
wasn't he like defensive player of the year last year?
Yeah, definitely.
So, bro, he's pretty much like top 3 defensive ends between him, Aaron Donald, and I don't know. I think I would probably even say like Myles Garrett.
Yeah,
Myles Garrett from the Browns, he's a beast.
Yeah.
So there was that. They really couldn't do shit with like running because they really couldn't get Najee Harris going. I think he hurt his foot.
Yeah,
late in the third or early in the fourth. So, you know.
So yeah, like
so if you picked up Najee Harris in round 1, like my stupid ass, and you don't have their backup fucking running back, I mean, you know, hopefully he's not hurt and he'll be back next week. And
yeah,
you know, but he was dealing with like a foot like a foot injury already.
yeah.
So that's something that like
as a running
going
back,
in, we already kind of knew.
As a running back, though, you know, injuries like Achilles or like high ankle sprains, like those linger because that's all you do is run the ball.
You're gonna run the
you
ball,
know,
and
so-
you're gonna get hit.
Oh,
You're
for
gonna get
sure.
hit. And, like, you know, wide receivers kind of have the luxury of like catching, going out of bounds, and you know,
Yeah.
missing touchdowns and shit like that. But running back, no matter what, if you go up the seam or if you're gonna go around or patch cast or whatever, get out the
It's
backfield,
the trenches, bro.
you're gonna be in the trenches and you're gonna get hurt.
Yeah.
You know, you're gonna get you know, you're gonna get a lot of mileage put on your legs, and you know,
Running backs
you
don't
know,
last.
career wise, I don't know, bro.
Yeah.
Because you see guys like Derrick Henry who fucking, I think he was on pace for like what, like a record like 500 touches or some shit like that, or
Yeah.
300 or some shit.
His use is insane.
His use is insane.
But with a guy like that, you know,
But you know,
gotta feed
it's
him.
also the way they take care of themselves. If in the
That's
off season,
true.
bro, they're like taking care of their injuries, and you know, they're not prolonging fucking you know, like getting hurt. You know, when
Right,
you get
for
hurt,
sure.
a lot of guys usually wait till the off season to get surgeries,
yeah.
and then they'll do it in a way where like it kind of like Michael Thomas.
yeah,
He got
true.
hurt, and he decided instead of getting an in season surgery, he waited to the off season, and then he was
Missed the whole last season.
missed the whole last season in recovery.
So I guess Matt Stafford, they did the same thing instead
His
of
elbow.
I don't know how they won the Super Bowl if his elbow was bothering him, but
Yeah.
they decided to just give him rest and do like a non-invasive kind of surgery.
Yeah.
But
And I think that's what was bothering him too on Thursday night.
Yeah, you can tell it's still bothering his ass, bro.
But I mean, there was that game. I think that game it was pretty it was pretty exciting too though, because they were going back and forth. Joe Mixon looked good.
Yeah,
So I got Joe Mixon in a couple leagues, and you know, I'm a big believer of Joe Mixon. A lot of people weren't high on him last year or the year before that, and
yeah,
you know, they were kind of looking to see some regression. But bro, he came out he was looking like looking
Yeah.
good too, and he was kind of dealing with like foot injuries and shit like that last
Uh-huh.
year too, like a Najee Harris. So hopefully, Najee can get that shit taken care of and fucking be back. You know,
Before we get off this NFL topic, we got to talk about the Skip Bayless quote that you're
fuck.
talking about.
So I wrote down in our notes, Skip Bayless pretty much said like kickers aren't real NFL players.
Which is crazy because have you seen like in the past 2 years how many field goals are like being missed, like
Or like
extra point
or
attempts?
like decision makers in the game.
Yeah, bro. For like so
If you're a Bears fan, you know this very well.
Yeah,
you
well,
know,
last year for the Cowboys, this
Yep.
dude he missed like 3 extra point attempts and we lost by 2 points.
Exactly. So,
you
like,
know,
in my-
changed it.
they actually and they have more pressure on them because like the offense will go out there and be 3 and out, and then they got either the punter or you know they'll get to field goal range and they got to go out there and pretty much like put the rest of like the faith of like the next 3 quarters on their fucking or the
For
next 3
real.
downs on their fucking back and pretty much just say fuck it.
when you're trading like touchdowns with the team and you're missing extra points, I mean it stacks up
It
fast and
does. It
it
does.
hurts. And not
You
being
know,
able to rely on
and
him.
there's good kickers out there that like make game differences,
Oh, for
especially
sure.
in fantasy too. Like there's kickers like Young Hoku. He was
Yeah,
out there fucking making a difference for Atlanta,
he was.
bro. He was scoring like 20 points a week sometimes.
So
That's fucking
that's a
nuts.
great kicker
That's
to
a
have on
fucking
your
great kicker
team.
to have. There's Greg. What's his name? Greg Joseph from the Minnesota Vikings. He's a
Yeah.
really good kicker. There was guys like who else? Harrison Bucker.
Gold on the 49ers.
Gold on the 49ers was good. Nick Folk from the Patriots, he's pretty
Yeah.
decent. So I mean, kickers are important. In my opinion, the kickers are pretty much a really good important, and they're an important part of what fucking
Yeah, if there's a team
with the
that
game.
struggles with like the red zone offense
And they definitely struggle fucking converting third downs.
Yeah,
Fuck, bro. Like a kicker will definitely get you out of that trouble.
for sure, bro.
Will definitely get.
They
So
make up.
we say that to say this. Skip Bayless, we don't know what the fuck you're talking
Yeah,
about.
bro, you crackhead.
He's a Cowboys fan. So
True,
like
you're right.
so but he's very wishy-washy with shit like that, bro. And it's like he
Yeah.
says stupid shit like that I'm thinking like, all right, like you're saying that shit for shock value now.
That's the thing about like the sports analysts these days
Mhm.
is like whoever can come up with the craziest like quote is gonna
Yeah.
get the most.
What's some of your favorite like analysts that you watch or like that you pay attention to?
So I like Stephen A. Smith and like Michael Irvin because they just be going at it and
Yeah.
they both say ridiculous shit.
Yeah. You don't like Max Kellerman when he was on First Take?
I think he should just stick with like boxing.
Yeah.
Some of the stuff
Yeah.
that he like predicted.
Everybody said that shit, bro.
he-
Pretty much he was just pretty like he would just but
He would
he
talk
had
out
some
of his
points.
ass.
That's debatable.
Yeah.
Because he was accurate on some shit.
Yeah, no, for sure, but like some of the like every analyst has their like, oh, this is the big thing, and it's always kind of like crazy. It's like out of proportion almost.
Yeah. I like Shannon Sharp.
Yeah, he's
even though he's like he's a and if Shannon Sharp ever watches it, bro, I love you, bro, but like you're like the biggest like LeBron James dick rider ever.
For real.
Yeah, because like it's just when it comes to like LeGoat James. Skill. Like that to me is just crazy, bro. Like I don't know.
What sport do you think has like the best analysts? Like
football.
Group. You think so?
Football. I think the.
What about the TNT crew with like Shaq and Charles?
They're funny,
Barkley?
but that's basketball. Like
but like in sports, I said.
Sports.
Yeah,
I would probably give it to
They're
like Charles
funny as
Barkley and Shaq. And what's the other dude's name?
I know. I was trying to think of his name too.
Yeah. You know who's really funny? Like low key, really funny. Like even on TikTok, Richard Jefferson.
Yeah,
bro, he's fucking hilarious.
I think he's reffing now, low key.
Yeah, for like the big three. I think he was doing the big three, wasn't he? Or was he doing summer league?
I think he did a preseason or summer league.
Some shit like that. I saw it too though. And I was like, bro, this guy's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, but he's a funny dude too.
So before we move on, there's 2 more games that we're gonna get to watch both of them, obviously. But by the time this comes out, the Cowboys and the Bucks have already played. What's your score?
Ooh, score. I don't know. Man.
Realistic. Be realistic. He's a Cowboys fan, so he might jump out the shit and be like, Cowboys fucking 32-0.
Like Cowboys like 27 or like 21. Low key.
You think the Cowboys win?
I think the Cowboys win. Yeah.
I think the Cowboys win too. I'm taking the Cowboys.
All right,
I'm
cool.
taking the Cowboys.
We can still be cool after this.
I think it's gonna be a lot closer than. I think it's gonna be like a field goal.
Yeah. Oh,
like a field goal difference.
It's gonna be a good game for
sure.
The
reason why is because Chris Godwin isn't 100%.
Yeah.
Chris Godwin's one of the wide receivers for the Tampa Bay Bucks. They don't have Antonio Brown. They don't have Rob Gronkowski.
Yeah.
Which makes a big difference for guys like Tom Brady, who's like really comfortable in that, like especially with those two guys. But he does have Mike Evans.
Gronkowski was a dude that's been with him for years, bro. So like, losing that's a huge piece.
Yeah, I think I wouldn't be surprised if like halfway through the season, Julian Edelman comes out of retirement.
Something.
I've seen him like last year. He was definitely like, nah, I'm not healthy. I'm enjoying the off season. But now I've seen some interviews that he did with like I Am Athlete and some of these other sports podcasts and shit like that, where he was kind of like, he feels better. He feels healthy. He feels good. So I wouldn't be surprised if the squirrel comes out of retirement, bro.
For real. I mean,
catches another 2.
I mean, if there's one person that can convince him,
it's Tom Brady.
It's Tom Brady. Like
TB12, man.
If Tom Brady asks you to jump, you ask him like,
how do you think the Cowboys are gonna look this year?
Definitely shaky. Our whole offensive line is like a big question mark. Our defense, I'm not worried about. Like one bit.
Parsons.
Yeah, Parsons,
Diggs.
the Sam's Williams we just drafted. Diggs, Anthony Barr we just picked up. Like everybody, our defense looks straight. Like linebackers and cornerbacks, defensive backs. It's the offense that I'm worried about.
Yeah.
You know,
I think
if you can't
man,
give Dak time to throw the ball, not only like to give him time, but he needs receivers to throw the ball too. Like,
this is where I kind of am like on the fence about it because like I don't think that Zeke is like regressing.
no, I don't think so
This is the
either.
thing, bro. It's like Zeke doesn't put up fucking 1,400 rushing yards, and all of a sudden he's falling off,
Yeah,
bro. 900 rushing yards with like what 7 TDs, 5 TDs that he had last year. I wish Clyde Edwards-Helaire can get that.
yeah. I mean,
Like his like I don't know. I think he even cleared 1,000 yards last year.
I think he got just over
like
1,000.
1,007 or something. Like Zeke's bad year is a lot of these running backs is like,
And I
like-
think that's
like Pro
that's
Bowl
why
years.
people think he's regressing is because his first couple years, like he was great, you know, and he was
Yeah.
like 1,200 rushing yards and all that. But because he's not hitting those numbers, those really high numbers that I mean, even for like top 4 running backs, it's
Yeah.
kind of tough for them to hit.
Yeah.
It looks like he's
but he was
regressing.
still top 10 last year.
Oh, for so
he
you
was
know
still
that's
top
what I'm
10.
saying. Like
He's not like
the
he's not a
ceiling
bad.
he made for himself is like it's hard to hit when like there's so much going
Yeah.
on.
It's kind of like a Saquon.
right.
Because
Yeah,
Saquon came out like rookie season, like fucking
yeah.
rushing shit, and he was getting
Going
fucking
crazy.
He went crazy, bro. But this is the thing: is like Saquon tore his Achilles.
That's huge.
He,
you know?
he was hurt for 2 seasons back to back, bro.
Yeah, he didn't even touch the
Didn't
football
even-
field.
Didn't even touch the football field. Was hurt, and now I mean he's in position to really excel.
Yeah, oh for sure.
He's in
Yeah.
position to excel and really hopefully. I mean,
Hopefully through that time. I think they've gotten like a new head coach and they moved people around,
Yeah.
got some new
they got a
players.
new wide receiver,
Yeah.
Tony, Kadarius Tony.
Okay, yeah.
But I mean, he really hasn't proven shit.
he was from the Packers.
Nah, bro, he was a rookie. They drafted him last year.
Oh yeah,
First
yeah.
round.
yeah. They
First
have
round.
another good wide receiver, I'm pretty sure, over there. But yeah, like they're I don't know. Like,
You're thinking about Kenny Galladay
yeah,
from
okay.
the Detroit Lions.
Yep.
Yep.
So
He's decent as fuck too.
yeah,
He's
like,
pretty decent if he stays healthy.
right. So it all
So-
lands on Daniel Jones' hands because they got some people over there.
That boy's fast too.
Yeah,
He
can
ran for
move.
like 24 miles per hour that against the Eagles, I think.
Yeah,
And he fucking took off, but he like stumbled.
Face
on-
planted
Yeah,
his-
he stumbled.
Yeah.
So you think the Cowboys are gonna win with a 7-point margin?
6.
6.
27-21. Yeah,
I'm gonna
but
score.
it's still
I'll
gonna be a
say-
close game, I think.
I'm willing to bet Cowboys win 31 to 26 or 27.
Okay,
It's
yeah.
gonna be a close game. It's definitely not gonna be an easy game for the Cowboys because
The
the
defense,
defense on the Bucks is just fucking
it's
man. They're
the Bucks.
dogs.
They have a good defense, and we have a trash O line. So
So-
it's like their strength against our weakness, and that,
Hopefully,
that
Dak
never works
if Dak
out.
runs, if he can extend the plays and shit.
So that's another thing, bro. I guess on Thursday he hurt his foot, the foot that he just got repaired.
but see, it was like a cut or some shit on the shin, and he was pretty much saying like, "Bro, I'll be good." Like,
yeah. Oh
he was
yeah.
pretty
He
much
said
like, "I'll be
he's
good."
fine. Yeah.
But the media, of course,
Oh, yeah.
they do everything, and they'll be like, "Oh, he's hurt already." You see, he's not already starting their bullshit
Yeah.
narratives for the year. Dak Prescott's a good quarterback, bro.
Oh, he's a beast.
I don't want to hear this shit. People think like I'm an undercover Cowboys fan, but I'm not. Like,
Low-key.
I can stay very objective though.
yeah.
I can be like, bro, like the Chiefs are gonna have a hard season.
Yeah, for sure.
They don't have Tyreek Hill.
Yeah.
Like when he got traded, bro, I was like, man, fuck Tyreek Hill. He wants a bigger paycheck. Let him go get it. He's gonna miss Mahomes more than Mahomes is gonna miss him.
yeah.
But man, he was a big part of that fucking offense.
But I
He
think
was
it's
a deep
actually
threat.
it's helped out the Chiefs now because they spent that money on 3 other like decent like
Yeah,
wide receivers.
MBS, Sky Moore,
Uh-huh.
and I think they even have what the fuck is his name? McCole Hartman is still there.
Yeah.
Travis Kelsey is still there. So I'm thinking if they can reinvest a lot of that money that was his face wanted, and maybe renegotiate a contract with Patrick Mahomes or something, they could probably get a better O line.
Mahomes, he can get it done with anybody. Like that's the thing.
I agree.
You
I think
never
he's
know.
elite level. I think Mahomes is
Very
elite
elite.
level.
I
He's an
agree.
elite level quarterback, and I'm not just saying that shit. I really do think he's good enough to like make anybody around him good because he made Josh Gordon relevant.
Well,
Yeah, I mean Josh Gordon really didn't do shit, but I mean people were still trying to go see what the fuck he was about to do.
right.
It definitely made you pay attention to him.
For real. Well, I mean, look at like Tyreek Hill is really fast, but you got to have that quarterback that can put the ball there every
Yeah.
time. So,
And I don't think Tua can.
I don't think
I don't
so
think
either.
he can.
I think
And
they
it's
won
not,
today.
and
It
it's
was
and,
decent,
and
but-
it is his last chance to prove that he's a starting QB. I think that if he doesn't even make the playoffs this year, I think they're gonna replace him.
shipping his ass
They're shipping his
out.
ass out because
For real.
even they didn't even allow him to get like growing pains, and they were already like hey, we'll trade for Deshaun Watson.
I feel like all
Tom
that.
Brady was supposedly doing some like crazy deal under the table to get like partial ownership of the Miami Dolphins, and they
Bro,
hooked. Bro,
I didn't hear about
you
that.
didn't
I'm gonna
hear
have
about
to go
that?
look that
Look,
up.
bro, this is
Damn.
real shit. Also, I got a lot of this information from Pat McAfee. Shout out Pat McAfee.
He's a beast.
He's a dog. You know, they all get to go. They're like dog. He's a dog. But Pat McAfee is definitely one of those guys that like in this medium that I look at. I'm like, I want to do what the fuck he's doing.
Oh, for sure.
He figured it the fuck out.
And he has so
figured
much
it the-
fun with it. I
Oh,
think that's
man.
the best
And that's
thing
what I
about
want
it.
to do, bro. I just want to have fun with it,
Right,
bro.
mess
So-
around.
So like pretty much going back to what we're talking about, it's pretty much Tua's last chance, bro, to prove that he's a starting quarterback.
Yeah, and
I have nothing personal against the Miami Dolphins. I don't really give a fuck that I don't, at least now I don't give a fuck, because for a long time I was always like, I'm a Travis Kelce fan, I'm a Mahomes fan.
yeah, right.
I really don't give a fuck, even though like he was a really good player. He really was a difference maker in a lot of pressure situations. But I'm kind of glad that you know,
Tyreek is gone.
not that he's. I'm not glad that he's gone. I wish he would have fucking stayed, but
Right.
I'm glad that we have a quarterback in Mahomes that can literally just, bro. We could step out there and probably make some shit.
He'll
happen
make us
type
look like we're
shit.
fucking Pro Bowlers,
You know,
you know?
like he'll make anybody look like a Pro Bowler. I think MVS is gonna be a really good. He's a
sure.
really great addition. He's a really good deep threat.
Yeah.
I just don't think that he was utilized as well in Green Bay because of the Devontae Adams and shit.
Yeah.
You know, Devontae Adams was there, and he's pretty much a top 2, top 3 wide receiver.
Some people
I'll give
would
him that.
definitely say
He plays
one.
for the stupid ass Raiders, but
Yeah.
you know, I'll give him that. He's fucking talented. Derek Carr is not trash. Like
No,
I'm willing to be the
no.
first person in and it fucking pains me because like I go back and forth. One of my guys is a Raiders fan, and mediocre Carr is what I call him.
Yeah.
But he's not bad. You know,
No,
he's not
yeah.
an upgrade. I definitely think Aaron Rodgers is the better of the
Oh,
two.
for sure. Yeah.
But you know, he can win games, and I think that with the addition of fucking Devontae Adams, Russell Wilson going to the Broncos, Justin Herbert being there and really developing and kind of like really utilizing Tyrod Taylor's injury to his advantage to like maximize on his talent really helped him. And bro, the AFC West is up for grabs.
Bro, oh, for sure. It's gonna be a close battle.
It's not really gonna be one of those things where it's like the Chiefs are gonna come and just win it. I think they're still gonna win it, but I think
so.
it's gonna be a battle at the end of the season, bro.
Oh, for sure.
And I think it's gonna be between the Raiders or the Chargers.
Oh, you think so?
I'm willing, man. Fuck, I don't even want to say this. But I'm willing to even bet it's the fucking Raiders
To win the West?
to contend.
Oh, shit.
I don't. This is a hot take. We'll look back in like week 17 and see where we're at. But I think the Raiders might be able to pull it off if in fact Derek Carr can sling that shit. Devontae Adams can pick up the chemistry. Darren Waller is healthy.
Yeah.
And then they still got Josh Jacobs, bro, and Hunter Renfro.
Uh-huh.
Hunter Renfro's a dog. You know, he's a dog, bro. Like you can't say shit. Like they're pretty much in the best position to win. The only thing is they got to go out there and just not be the Raiders and fuck it up last minute.
Yeah.
Because they do that shit a lot.
Like last
you know,
year?
like last year.
Yeah.
And man, you know, they barely made the playoffs, but they made it and
Yeah.
they fucked it off.
And you know, adding Adams for sure is gonna like
Propel that
boost it.
team.
Oh,
Yeah,
for
fuck
sure.
yeah, bro. But I'm not like super worried about it because I think that the Chiefs and the Raiders can still exist in the postseason,
Yeah.
and then the Chiefs still getting the better of them.
Oh, I think so too.
Because there has been like that narrative that like Derek Carr doesn't do good.
Yeah,
Like
in
in
real
pressure and
for
like in the
sure.
fourth quarter he's like LeBron, he goes missing in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, for real. He does.
So, you know, there's that, you know, and I mean, hopefully we could still win the AFC West and shit, but hey, bro, it's up for grabs. Russell Wilson has dogs with him too.
Oh, for
Jerry
sure.
Jeudy and Cortland Sutton are not like people I would sleep on.
No, hell
So,
no.
you know, going back to fantasy,
They were decent last year without him.
they were decent with Drew Lock.
Right.
And Drew Lock is fucking trash, bro.
Bro, yeah, he's
He's
bad.
fucking ass. And there's nothing, and like I'm sure like people are gonna watch this and be like, what the fuck do you what do you look like as a quarterback?
Right. They're
Bro,
where'd you
I'm
play?
comparing him to the other people in his division.
Yeah, strictly
Derek Carr,
fantasy.
Justin Herbert, Patrick Mahomes, and there was Drew Lock.
Yeah, it was just
Nah,
a weird group.
It's just like a weird, like that off-putting. Like he's better. I don't even know if I would say he's better than like a Trevor Lawrence.
No, Trevor Lawrence came out and he was.
Who would you rather have? Who would you rather have leading your team, Trevor Lawrence or Drew Lock?
Trevor Lawrence for
Trevor
sure.
Lawrence.
Yeah,
All right,
it's the hair, bro. That's what it is.
Daniel Jones or Drew Lock?
Ooh, Daniel Jones, he has the legs, bro.
Kirk Cousins or Drew Lock?
Oh, Kirk, bro, he throws like 30 touchdowns a
Yeah,
year,
but that
bro.
man
He's a beast.
can't win shit
I
on the
know.
road.
I don't know what's up with them.
All right, Jared Goff or Drew Lock?
Goff. I'd have to go Goff, man.
Yeah.
He played
Who
under
else?
Sean McVay, and that McVay's a monster.
He is a monster. He is a monster. Let's see who else. Baker Mayfield or Drew Lock?
Baker. I'd go Baker.
I'm taking Baker.
What about Trey Lance? Drew Lock.
Fuck.
Trey
That's
Lance? Yeah, I mean, I would do Trey.
I would.
Because he can.
I would.
That's just my bias.
Man, if
for the
I
running
whatever the
quarterbacks.
fuck I can say right now would make me look really stupid.
Say it.
I would take Drew Lock. He has
Interesting.
actual experience playing.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, he's been. You know, he's not good. Like skill wise, I think Trey Lance is better. But like
Yeah.
experience wise, I'm willing to bet on experience.
It depends
Because
yeah.
you got guys like a Trevor Lawrence who he may not have the experience that Drew Lock has, but he has better talent.
the ceiling is very high.
The ceiling is definitely there.
With Drew Lock, you know what you're gonna get.
Drew Lock's ceiling is Trevor Lawrence's floor.
Yeah, there you go.
Hey,
Hot
run
takes.
with that. Run with
Right.
it. Fuck it. Okay, there's one more quarterback over in Seattle, and that's the next game that we should be talking about before we move on.
Yeah, for sure.
The Broncos versus the Seahawks. Russell Wilson makes his return to Seattle.
If you're playing fantasy, I would say sit Tyler Lockett's ass. There's no way.
I'm
Gino's
starting
doing
him.
shit. Oh,
I'm starting him. You
it's
want to
too
know
late
why?
to change it.
Nah, bro. I'll tell you why. His games, that little small sample size that he had last year with Geno Smith,
Yeah,
is very promising.
yeah.
It's very promising. He did
well.
really good. I'll show you once we get done. But it was very promising. I think that he can figure it out because a lot of people are gonna be worried about Metcalf.
Oh, that's
Metcalf
true, yeah.
is a dog. He's huge, bro. That's like Megatron 2.0.
That's like Derrick Henry as a wide receiver.
I think hot take. I think this year's Cooper Cup is gonna be DK Metcalf.
Oh, you think so?
I think so.
For Geno?
With Geno Smith. If Geno Smith is the starter, DK Metcalf is gonna have a great season. Tyler Lock is gonna have maybe like an 800, 900 receiving, maybe I don't know 6 touchdowns, but I think that Metcalf is gonna be the guy.
So like Loki, when Geno stepped in last year for Wilson, he looked good to me. I thought he looked pretty good.
He did all right.
But I just think maybe it's the O line or something. Where they can't get their run game actually going.
It's the O line.
Yeah, right.
You know they that's literally the reason why Russell Wilson was so pissed off because he was at the Super Bowl, and with I think it was like the Bucks. Was it the Bucks or the Bucks and Chiefs? I think it was the Bucks and Chiefs Super Bowl, and he was pretty much just like, give me help. Like he was like, I need the help because he's out there looking like Patrick Mahomes. He's extending the play and he's really good, but that playing style can only last you so long, and as you're starting to get older in age,
you can only take it for so long.
That's why you need to be a dual threat.
Yeah, see, that's where exactly it comes
because
in.
you have to still be able to sling it.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, Lamar Jackson. We'll talk about him right now. Let's finish this. Because he did. Yeah, he fucking. Shit.
Yeah.
All right. So I think that Geno Smith and DK Metcalf will have good enough chemistry. I don't think they're gonna make the playoffs. I don't think that they will. I don't even think they'll win 7 games. But I think that he's gonna receive a lot of touchdowns in shit time, and I think he'll be able to pull something out to be fantasy relevant
for sure,
and still be relevant enough that people will be like, okay, I want to go play there and I want to quarterback that team.
Yeah, I feel like he'll be like a for sure start every week.
Yeah. So, Lamar Jackson, he's negotiating his own contract with the Baltimore Ravens, and I think negotiations ended on Friday, and I think he turned down like $235 million with 133 guaranteed.
Damn.
Because he wants it all guaranteed, kind of like Russell Wilson.
Deshaun
Watson.
That's crazy.
And Deshaun Watson's not going to play for like 12 weeks.
Yeah, that's the craziest thing to me.
Yeah,
honestly.
So obviously, like he's not going to play for 12 weeks because of the fucked up shit that he did or allegedly did. They didn't prove that he did or didn't. But even being accused that many times, bro, you're a piece of shit.
Right?
Like, you're a piece of shit, bro. Like you're just a piece of shit.
Not a coincidence. For
sure.
It's
definitely like. Maybe 1 or 2, and then because I understand people lie and shit.
You can get away with like 1 or 2.
Yeah, but this motherfucker, bro, he's just
like what 20 plus, 24 or something.
He's a dirty dick deacon, like bro, like He's nasty.
Yeah, bro.
Nasty
it's-
motherfucker. Put that motherfucker on the nasty list.
Yeah, bro.
But
the people are trying to sue like the Cleveland Browns and like the Cleveland Browns facilities because some of that shit happened in their like
facility?
in their like
The Browns
practice
or the
facilities.
Texans?
Oh, sorry, yeah, Texans.
I was
yeah,
gonna say, what the fuck? He
Yeah,
was over there
no.
doing that shit. I was
Already,
like,
yeah.
bro, I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, he doesn't play, bro.
Nah, man, but like early on, I was definitely one of those guys that was like, bro, he's being set up because of like supposedly the lawyer or the attorney of one of the girls that was like suing him was like neighbors or best friends with like the Houston Texans owner. And it just so happened that all this shit came out when he was like forcing the trade out.
I heard about that stuff.
And that to me, when the first one happened, I was like, bro, it looks hella sketchy.
It's too convenient.
Too convenient. But 24 fucking times?
Unless he has all the
Hey,
24
bro.
neighbors like really close.
Bro,
I don't know,
he's
man.
a nasty motherfucker, bro.
For
He's a
real.
nasty motherfucker. And honestly, bro, like guys like that should just be thrown under the jail. I understand that this shit's a business and the NFL is gonna do what's best for business. And if it means having him
Yeah.
play,
What do you
Hey,
think
bro.
about like Calvin Ridley? He betted on his own team.
and that
And-
to me was so fucked up, bro. That Calvin Ridley is a wide receiver for the Atlanta Hawks, probably one of the best wide receivers
Falcons.
next to
You're good.
the Hawks, the Falcons. Fuck, that threw me off. Okay, yeah, okay, so he was pretty much like the best wide receiver that the Falcons had
sure.
since Julio Jones.
And he's young too.
He's young as
think
fuck.
this would
He
be
was
his,
good.
Third or fourth year.
He is good,
He
bro.
was
I
really
had him
good.
in fantasy last year and the year before that, and
Yeah, I
he's
had
a
him last
dog, bro.
year.
He's just that guy, and he got hurt. Was he hurt?
I think he did get hurt.
I think he got
towards the end
hurt,
for a
and he
little-
did a bet where he betted for them to win. He didn't even bet against them. He bet them to win, and the NFL found out. It got reported, and he got suspended for all 17, 18 games.
Yeah,
for the whole season.
He
And
cannot play.
Deshaun Watson was accused of some fucking heinous, horrible shit.
Yep.
And this motherfucker got 12 fucking games.
And at first it was
Roger
7.
Goodell, you need to be held accountable, my boy.
For real, and
You
like-
need to be held accountable because how is that? That's not fair.
Don't even make.
In my
Geno Elliott-
opinion, look, in my opinion, Deshaun Watson shouldn't have a job.
Oh, I think.
I don't think he should have a job because, yeah, he is a good quarterback and shit like that. But bro, 24 fucking times, bro.
That's huge.
I'm not even willing to play like devil's advocate with that shit and be like, well, maybe nah, bro. Like you can't even like. There's something there, bro.
Right.
Birds of a feather, they flock together, bro. And it's like,
If that happened to anybody like who wasn't an NFL star,
they'd be in jail,
locked up.
locked up, throw away the key,
Right.
as they should be though.
Right. Oh, for
As
sure.
they should
yeah.
be. So it's not even like that we're saying like, oh, he shouldn't be locked up or he shouldn't even be punished
Like
at all.
Yeah.
Bro, that's some fucked up shit.
Needs
It's
to
some
go
heinous
both
ass
ways.
shit. Like it's literally just taking advantage of your power and shit like that because
power. and money.
these girls are coming in kind of just looking for like an opportunity and kind of just trying to like make a name for themselves and then here you go being a dirty dick deacon and fucking
Yeah.
just fucking being a disgusting human being.
Yeah. That's all
and-
fucked up.
It's weird. It's weird and I think that free Calvin Ridley, bro. Like
Right,
he
for
bet he
sure.
did a parlay just like all of us we do.
Yeah.
And he just so happened to bet that his team will win, which is fucking stupid. That's what that's what he
Yeah.
should be in trouble
Yeah.
for betting on fucking Falcons to win.
Yeah.
You're fucking stupid. But he didn't do anything wrong in my opinion. It was just
I mean,
is it
how
bad
many-
judgment? Yeah. I don't think he should have done that. I think he probably should have just been like, you know what? Or maybe done it through a third party or whatever. But I'm not
something.
encouraging, to gamble illegally. So please make sure you're 21. Gamble responsibly. If you have a
Yeah.
gambling problem, seek help.
Yeah.
But don't bet your mortgage on this shit. It's not worth it, bro.
No, hell no.
Nickel and dime it like me and Dallas do.
Yeah, bro.
Get those free bets, get in those promos, and just nickel and dime it, bro. $1, $3, $5. Don't go bet in the house on anything that we say.
No, yeah, please never do because
Yeah,
we're
'cause
not liable for that.
We're not liable for shit.
So don't be sending us no papers about.
yeah,
it's
and
this
also
much.
if you want to hit us up, well, maybe we can help you guys out with like starts and sits and shit like that.
Yeah, for
We'll
sure.
definitely moving forward. We'll definitely try to help out with like starts and sits.
But
This
everything
episode is gonna come out a little
recommendations.
late because of just schedules and shit. But we're definitely gonna try to plan a little bit better. That way we can get it out in time and everybody will be happy and nobody's gonna bitch about it.
And if you're on the fence about a certain player or something, hopefully we can.
Maybe you
give
can reach
some
out.
insight
Yeah,
and
we'll definitely try to set it up where we can kind of make this more like community based.
like a discussion,
Eh,
type
like
of
a
thing.
Discord or something. We'll see if we
Yeah.
can set something up. Be on the lookout for all that shit. Let's move a little bit away from football. Basketball. Donovan Mitchell, Cleveland Cavalier.
It's dirty,
What does that
bro.
say? What does that mean
That's
for the
so-
Chicago Bulls? Our lovely Bulls. Our Bulls. What does that mean?
Especially if the Bulls can't stay healthy. we're in so much trouble, man. The Cavs, they're all young, but
And they
all
were already
produce.
decent.
They were, yeah, exactly.
And hopefully I can edit this where I can put it like right before like we start talking about this, where I could put like Joakim Noah being like, who wants to go to Cleveland? What's there to do in Cleveland? I'll try to figure it out.
Yeah, no,
if I don't, that's the video that we're referencing. Who wants to go to Cleveland?
Yeah, nobody goes to vacation to Cleveland.
What is up with Cleveland? Shout out Cleveland. Not shout out Cleveland. Fuck
Shout out
Cleveland.
Noah.
Fuck the Cavs, bro.
Yeah.
Shout out Joakim Noah, bro.
For
True
real.
Bulls legend, bro. A true Bulls legend, bro. Shout out to Chicago Bulls. Y'all need to get us out there for a fucking game.
Yeah.
We need to go to a game this year, bro.
So,
82-0. You heard it here first. 82-0. The Chicago Bulls will be the fucking Eastern. You're looking at me like I'm crazy. The Eastern Conference champions.
Some backlash for that.
I don't give a fuck, bro. The Bulls.
Yeah, even without Lonzo?
Even without Lonzo. Fuck it.
Lonzo
I don't care, bro. Fuck him. Fuck him. I don't care. Fuck him. I don't care, bro. I want it, you know? Excuse me. Funny story about Lonzo. I was actually like big on like we should trade to get him. We should even we should even draft him.
I was
like, we should trade up and get Lonzo.
For real?
Because the year they drafted Lonzo, bro, I think we had like the 3rd or like 5th pick.
Okay.
We had a top 10 pick.
Uh-huh.
We were fucking atrocious.
Yeah.
So I was like, let's get Lonzo. They didn't get Lonzo. I think they got like Patrick Williams.
Oh yeah, probably.
Maybe.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Patrick
We'll look back. But we didn't get Lonzo. Then LaMelo came, and I'm like, we need to get LaMelo.
I wanted
We
LaMelo.
need LaMelo. I think we had like the 4th pick or some shit like that. And I'm like, we need LaMelo. Trade up, get the fucking 4th pick. Get rid of Zach LaVine. I don't give a fuck. I'm
out
up until
him.
last year, bro. I was never a Zach LaVine truther. Nah, bro. I was original Jimmy Butler.
Oh, for
fan,
sure.
So I was like,
bro.
Jimmy Butler is our guy. We need Jimmy Butler here.
I was hurt when they traded him.
After seeing the events that followed the Bulls trading him to the Sixers and all that shit, y'all can keep Jimmy Butler. Jimmy Butler be just out here wilding, bro.
For real.
He got traded to Minnesota. Sorry, and then he went to the Sixers and he fucked up the locker room in Minnesota. Fucked up the locker room in the Sixers, and now he's in Miami. I think that's probably the best situation he's ever had.
Probably fucking up that locker room.
Probably fucking up that locker room too, bro. Just not that necessarily he's a bad guy, but it's just like he's very like
very
alpha.
Intense.
He's a very intense, like he's an alpha male. He goes in there, he wants the best out of everybody, but he may, and that's good.
Yo, for sure.
He should, bro, because like a lot of times there's guys like Ben Simmons who don't get held accountable and they do stupid ass shit, and now they're fuck Ben Simmons, bro.
Yeah, bro.
But
fuck him.
Pretty much like, and not fuck him in like a real way. Fuck him as like on a sports way.
Yeah,
I don't want people thinking like we hate these guys.
People
We don't hate them.
We're just like big ass haters.
Yeah. No, we mean fuck them in like in the sense of like sports. Like obviously
fantasy.
we're Bulls fans. We've been hurt by the Brooklyn Nets. We've been hurt by the Sixers, the Celtics, the Bucks.
Every East team.
The fucking list goes on,
years,
bro. The fucking list goes on of just
does.
all Eastern Conference teams just fucking. Getting us out of there and fucking, we're first round exits at best.
Oh, yeah.
But DeMar DeRozan, the fucking truth,
bro.
the truth. DeMar DeRozan, the fucking Himothy from Compton, Himothy Jr. Bro, DeMar DeRozan is that guy. Zach LaVine stepped it the fuck up.
Yeah,
he did step it the fuck up. I think DeMar DeRozan needs to be a little bit better with his shot selection because he left a lot of points out last year in the playoffs, in the later games.
Man, the whole playoff situation was just so fucking. It was a big ass headache for me.
I cannot wait until because we will win 82-0.
82-0.
82-0. You heard it here first. Mr. 82-0. Every fucking year on my Facebook, I go and I put the Bulls are gonna go 82-0. I get laughed at every fucking year. One day you guys will not be fucking laughing.
Nope.
Even if we go 60-22. Realistically, we can go 60-22.
Yeah, for sure.
60-22 is really realistic, bro. But like I'm saying, I want my team to go undefeated, bro.
Yeah, that'd be crazy.
I love the Bulls. I think like the Chicago basketball culture, bro, is just so deep because I get why some people don't want to be Bears fans. They suck, and they don't want to do anything about it, bro.
Nah,
I get why people don't want to be just Bears fans, honestly, because you want to be either a Sox or a Cubs fan,
right?
Because they make the decisions to be better. The Bulls are making decisions to be better.
Yeah,
they want to win
cleaning
now.
House, getting all these new people.
Yeah, whether it be the front office for a long time, it was the front office, bro.
Yeah,
they was holding the Bulls back, and I'm glad that they cleaned the fucking house. And then
it's about time.
We're maybe 1 or 2 players away, and realistically, maybe like 2 or 3 years away
Honestly,
from making a serious contending playoff run.
if everybody could just stay healthy, man, we have a good team to go in there and really beat any team. Like
Yeah, I
that's.
think we can beat the Bucks.
Oh, I think so too.
I think we
Yeah.
have what it takes to beat the Bucks. Fuck the Bucks. They're like the basketball Packers to us.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. Fuck the
But
Bucks.
fuck the Bucks. They drafted too good. Fuck them.
Yeah, for
Fuck
real.
the Pacers. Fuck anybody. Fuck the Knicks. Because
Oh yeah.
I'm a real Bulls fan, and I know. Fuck the Knicks. Fuck Patrick Ewing. Fuck all that shit, bro. You're looking at me like you're crazy. Chill out.
Except D Rose over there. He's cool.
Nah, shout out D Rose.
Yeah,
I heard that nigga nice. Yeah, shout out to D Rose, man. I hope one day we can have D Rose on the pod, man.
That'd be crazy.
Let's put that on a board or something somewhere. D Rose on the pod, man. If Houdini, if you out there listening, bro, we need you on the pod.
Hey, if you know D Rose personally or something,
hit him up. Send him this video. Be like, yo, these guys are Bulls fans. They want to see you on. I want to see him retire as a Bull.
Oh, I think they definitely should. I think they should just bring him in now because he like can produce still. He can move.
He's still good, bro.
Especially with the injury with Lonzo.
He wasn't. I think when was it like last year or the year before that? His statistics were like right up there from like his MVP season.
And if he was 23, 24 years
bro,
old,
he'd be a dog,
dude. People would be going after.
Oh, they'd be going crazy. He'd be John Morant.
He'd be Brunson just got paid. Like Brunson, he just got paid.
He got paid,
bro. He got paid like fat, like.
Well,
so like
I mean, there's that.
So like if D Rose was his age, man, the contract that he would get would be
he had bounce,
insane,
bro. Derrick Rose had bounce. He was good. He was just, he couldn't stay healthy. Honestly, I blame Thibodeau. Oh, that's a hot take, bro, because a lot of people don't want to hold Thibodeau accountable for what he did to our literally the closest thing to a championship Bulls team that we had.
The best player since Jordan.
He run him down to the ground, bro.
He did.
He ruined them.
And I remember now, like looking back too at like just highlights and the whole situation, and I'm like, they were up by a lot. And then he was still playing in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
And I don't know, it was just a big ass mess.
I agree. Well, let's go back to Cleveland. We got off topic hard as fuck, bro. Dude, I know Belinda's going to listen to this and she's going to be like, you guys are unorganized.
What were you guys talking about?
What were you guys even talking about? Shout out to my wife, man. But so pretty much Cleveland, they traded for Donovan Mitchell from the Utah Jazz. He is a dog. I think that he's going to he's probably one of the missing pieces that they're missing. What did they trade? Do you know?
I think they gave up like Markkanen and
who came from the Bulls.
Yeah,
came from a Bull.
Man, I wish the Bulls would have kept him.
They should have kept him. He was decent.
Let's not get off topic.
Stay on topic. We got to work on that. It's episode 1. We'll figure it out.
Don't worry about it. We got it. But no, I don't know the whole package. I'm sure there's a bunch of picks and stuff involved because that's what the Jazz wanted. They just wanted picks, and some of the stuff they were asking for, you just hear from other people leaking it.
Which honestly, bro, like that trade caught me so off guard.
Yeah,
I was like, bro, that's like the Suns trading Devin Booker.
It's like the weirdest trade.
Like I would never want them to like, I'm not a Suns fan, but I would say like, bro, for the Suns' sake, don't fucking trade Devin Booker.
Yeah, and they got Colin Sexton back. Like, is Colin Sexton gonna be able to replace Mitchell?
Oh, that's what they got from.
I think they got.
That's hard. That's hard.
It's
hard.
weird, like
that's hard because Sexton was decent, bro.
I liked him.
He's decent. I picked him up when we played fantasy basketball. Yeah. I had him as one of my guys. He was pretty good. Like he put up points all the time.
Did you see how he plays defense when he opens up his eyes?
Aggressive as fuck, bro. He's aggressive. He's clamping shit up. He's clamping shit up, bro.
He's not scared.
I like that, bro.
Kind of like Patrick Beverly kind of dude.
But good.
But yeah, can score a little more.
But good. Shout out Patrick Beverly, bro. But he's like celebrating a fucking in game.
Yeah, bro. That dude's something else. Man. And then 2 weeks later,
he's on the Lakers. He's on the Lakers now.
So there's a lot of questions about him and Russ.
Yeah.
Because I guess they used to have beef or something. I don't know, man.
It's just like shit, like competitive shit, bro. I don't see it actually being real shit.
And that's how I see it too. When you're on the court, it's a different feeling.
Yeah, it's all being competitive and just being a dog, bro. Just because Russell Westbrook is very intense.
Yeah,
he
plays hard as fuck.
He was averaging triple doubles for like how many years? Bro, like he's
you
good.
Think he was the first person to average it a whole year or like
some shit like that. Yeah,
but I don't. Yeah, honestly, I think Westbrook's kind of butt cheeks, bro.
You think so?
Yeah,
I don't think so.
Westbrook.
I think that he needs to be in a situation where he's the number one. And he needs to be fed, and a lot of teams are not positioned to even take that on, bro. Yeah. Because there is a lot of teams where I feel like he can go to and make a difference. Like I think he can go to the Jazz now and make a difference. I think he could be a difference in New York, the Knicks.
I think he needs to be more of a facilitator kind of player, where
he has to take like that Chris Paul role.
Yeah, because I mean, was like breaking like, jump shots from like 10 feet away, like
Yeah,
multiple times. Like he did
yeah.
it. There's like so many like
But I think
videos.
he heard all that shit though, bro. I think he heard the noise, and I think he might be better this year. If he took that criticism and he used it the right way, I think he's gonna come back and have a
I hope so.
not like an MVP run or anything, but I think he can definitely come back and get close to his peak as possible.
I really liked him when he was
I did
like
too.
with the Thunder. He kind of reminded me of like D Rose, the way he
Mhm.
was so like athletic
Yeah.
and can do all that jumping and dunking and all that. But
So who do you have coming out the West?
damn, out the West, I don't know, man. I would have told you Warriors like 2 months ago, but the way they shipped off a bunch of people, I'm not
Mhm.
too sure.
Do they keep Wiggins?
Oh yeah, for
Okay.
sure. I think they just
I'm a
got.
big Andrew Wiggins fan, bro.
Yeah, me too.
Hey man, Andrew Wiggins is a dog, bro, and I'm glad he got a good opportunity. And
I
he
don't
went there
know.
and he balled out.
Yeah, he did. Jordan Poole came from
Jordan
the D
Poole.
League. Like that's crazy.
Toscano?
Yeah, they got
Yeah.
rid of him.
They got rid of him?
Yeah,
Aw, man, he's Mexican, bro. What the fuck?
the first Mexican champion.
Yeah, hey.
That's crazy.
He's half, but fuck it, it counts.
Yeah,
It
right,
counts, bro.
does.
He reps. Yeah, he claims us. We'll claim him, bro.
Low-key, I think he went to the Lakers,
He might have. I don't know.
but I don't know.
I don't
but
keep
the-
up with the West Coast, bro, because or the Western Conference because it's just so it's
Yeah.
depressing, bro.
Yeah, for
Like
real.
you go over there, you see all the great players that they have, and you see like the East, and like the East is always looking like they're on a rebuild.
Bro, for as long as I could remember, like in the West, you'd have people like 10th seed still have a positive record. For the East, there's like people 6th seed and they're like borderline 50,
They're
500.
500, yeah.
So it's like it's crazy how stacked the West always is.
Yeah, that's true. It's always been like that from like the early Kobe, Dirk Nowitzki days and
Yeah.
shit like that. It's always been like that, Shaq and Kobe and all that.
You know who I got coming out the West?
Oh.
The Clippers.
Clippers.
They just got John Wall. Kawhi's coming back healthy. Paul
It-
George is still there.
Dang,
Man,
fuck it.
they
Hey,
look decent.
listen,
And Kawhi, bro,
Kawhi
he's a
Leonard,
fucking robot. But
Kawhi Leonard is legit a franchise changing player.
like look at Toronto.
Toronto. I don't think he should have left Toronto.
No,
I know
think
that's a
he
hot
should've
take. He wanted to
stayed.
go home, and I get that. I respect that decision because he wanted to be closer to his family. He's not a snow northern guy.
Yeah,
But bro, they gave you the keys to the city.
for
They
sure.
gave him the keys to the country, bro, and he could have fucking done whatever, bro.
Yeah, he could have
think-
said anything he wanted and
Yup.
he would have been straight.
Because Toronto for a long time, bro, was one of those teams that was like number 2, number 3,
Yeah,
always top 5 for like the years leading up to that trade.
Yep.
And I remember when that shit, bro. I remember this fucking day. Every single time I talk about like sports moments, I remember the day that Kawhi made that shot on the Sixers. I was working at B-Dubs. It was like, bro, it was like late night. The whole fucking house was packed, bro. This is pre-pandemic. The house was packed.
playoffs, right?
Yup, they stopped. It was the Eastern Conference Finals,
Yeah,
and they stopped. They stopped making food, so we were able to go up there. We had cleaned up the kitchen. We went out and watched like the remaining of the last 2 minutes.
yeah.
And bro,
That bounce.
when he fucking just and it bounced and he made it, it rocked the whole house, bro.
Oh, I bet.
And it's people who like they didn't necessarily like give a fuck about Toronto winning, bro, because it's like that's not the Bulls or anything, but it was
Yeah.
really good to see it get stuck to the Sixers.
Oh, for sure.
You know?
Yeah.
The Sixers, the Celtics. I think that's one of those teams are like with the Knicks. It's just like if you're a Bulls fan, it's like man, fuck them.
Yeah, I think
You know,
everybody
like you don't want to see them win.
No, yeah.
But I think Kawhi is very likable. You know, you want to see him win and you want to see him do good.
you don't see him doing any flashy shit or
Mhm.
he's like on Instagram or doing all this. He's like really to himself and
Yeah, I agree.
bro doesn't even smile. You
Yeah.
know, like I
That
don't know
weird ass
what's
laugh.
up.
But yeah, man. I mean, so you got the Clippers.
I think the Clippers. man.
I'll take the Suns. What do you got
Okay.
coming out the East? I'm not even gonna say the Bulls.
No,
not
if we're
gonna
being
say-
realistic,
Yeah.
I would probably say like the Celtics, man.
If I'm being realistic, I'm gonna say Detroit Pistons.
Like
just
I was about to say,
I'm
like,
just kidding.
dead
No.
ass.
I'm probably gonna take the Celtics or I'm taking the Heat.
Yeah, I don't
think
know.
the
but
Heat are really good, bro.
I
The
really
Heat are
want to see
good.
Jimmy Butler win, but I don't know. It's like it's been like the same team.
Have you seen
every
his
year.
dreads?
Yeah, bro.
Bro,
he
he's-
looks
what the fuck?
crazy, bro.
Yo, man, I don't know.
I hope he keeps it during the season because that should be funny as hell.
Bro, isn't he the reason why they outlawed like the ninja headband?
I think so. Yeah,
Bro, because that ninja headband was so fucking cool.
I thought that shit was cool.
That
as
shit
fuck.
was so fucking cool. I don't know
Yeah.
why the NBA always just finds stupid weak ass shit to do, but
I feel like both the NBA, NFL, like certain
Nah,
things you
I-
can't
I-
wear, and
I'm not gonna lie. The NBA is a lot more free with like uniform. I think the NFL is kind of like OD, bro. Like
Oh
they
yeah,
overdo it. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. But yeah, that's why I got coming out the East, either the Celtics or the Heat. With the Suns coming out the West for sure,
All right, who do you think is winning it all?
winning it all. Um, the Suns.
Oh yeah,
I think they're right there. They're
I
at the
don't.
cusp.
Some
They're
of the.
right there, bro. I think they could have beat Golden State.
Oh, for
They
sure.
could have beat Golden State a few times, and honestly, bro, it's just like about getting that experience. Because honestly, bro, like basketball is more predictable than football, and what it was with the Suns and with the Suns in general is just like that experience. They
Yeah.
had Chris Paul, but Chris Paul wasn't really known for going to the playoffs.
Oh no,
He's not like he wasn't really.
he's just a floor general.
He's a
like
floor general.
one
He
of the
goes there.
best
He
floor
goes there.
generals.
He helps out where he needs. He's a leader,
Yeah, 100%.
and Devin Booker's a shooter.
Yeah.
And I think they had Aiden at center,
Mm-hmm.
and they just had a really good all around team. And I think that they're right there, bro. They're like 1 year away from winning it all.
As long as they can keep DeAndre Ayton,
Mm-hmm.
because I think they were having issues, and I don't know if they were going to re-sign him or if he
Yeah.
was too much, whatever. But if they can keep Ayton, then they're definitely like top 2 scariest teams
For
coming
sure
out of
is.
the West.
For sure. Yeah. I mean, what else do we got?
Yeah. What about Adrian Peterson getting knocked out?
By Le'Veon Bell.
That's
Fuck.
crazy, bro.
I
Two
thought
running
Adrian
backs.
Peterson was gonna fuck him up, bro.
I thought so too, bro.
Adrian Peterson was like a hard nosed running back, like fucking
He
one
looked
of the.
big as
He
hell,
looked
too.
big as fuck too. He looked like he was still in shape. He still
Yeah,
is,
for
I'm sure. But bro, fighting is like
it's a different
it's a
cardio.
different. It's a different type of cardio. It's a different type of sport, bro. It's like it's a mind fucking.
Yeah.
It's a mind fucking
I
sport, bro.
know.
Because you go in there with just a little bit of doubt, and you're gonna get your ass hurt.
Right. Oh, for
You
sure.
get really hurt fighting, bro. On some just not even knowing what you're doing or just like not being prepared at all.
Yeah, and like on the football field, you get breaks every play, even if
Yeah.
it's 10, 15 seconds,
In
it's a
between
breather.
plays and shit, yeah.
But
that's true.
yeah, boxing, it's 3 rounds or like,
Yeah. It
5
was sad
minutes or
to
so.
see. It was sad to see,
Yeah.
but Le'Veon Bell's not a scrub.
No.
He wasn't a scrub. He wasn't a scrub when he was a football player. He wasn't a scrub as a boxer, I guess.
Yeah, so maybe he'll
maybe he just has
get-
a little bit better discipline.
turn into something with this.
I don't know. I kind of want him to still play.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I think he still has like another good year in him.
I don't know, man. I think he was injured a lot his last couple years.
Yeah, with the Jets.
Yeah, and then
He wanted to break the bank. That's Le'Veon. What happened to Le'Veon Bell is probably what's going to happen to Tyreek Hill.
oh, you think so?
Bro, Le'Veon Bell played for the Steelers.
Mhm.
Did really good. He wanted the money, so he went to the Jets. Ruined his career at the Jets.
Yep.
Tyreek Hill had a really great career. Wanted the money. Went to Miami. Might ruin his career.
Yeah, I mean, I can
I
definitely see
don't.
that.
I can see it. I'm not wishing bad on him. I know a lot of people are like, I'm just a salty cheese fan. I don't. It's just too it's too much there, bro. To like
Yeah.
not be,
like,
to not
I mean, to
like,
be
put two and two
that
together.
great of a football player and to not have like a proven quarterback yet, and I
Yeah.
feel like that's just kind of just
Yeah.
throws everything out the window.
But we could be wrong. We could be
For
wrong,
sure.
and maybe week 6 and he's fucking balling and Tua's balling. I'm gonna look back and I'll be the first one to admit I was wrong because I
Right.
was.
I've
I've been wrong before.
It's all predictions.
It's all predictions.
So even the best player has a bad game. So
All right. So before we get out of here, this is the subject that I wanted to talk about so bad. Jake Paul versus Anderson Silva. What are your thoughts? First, what are your thoughts on this fight? And second, is Jake Paul a real fighter?
So honestly, man, I feel like it's all money. Like money talks. If whoever's
course.
putting up the bread,
Boxing is a lot of money.
so, but I guarantee you it's some weird shit where like there's like no knockout clause kind of deal. Because I
Yeah.
feel like that's what they did with the Floyd
Yeah,
and
and
Logan.
Logan.
Yeah. There was like videos, you don't know how real it is, or like
Oh,
how
where like he
accurate
was
it-
like carrying him almost.
yeah,
and
where
shit
he
like
like
that.
looked like he knocked him out, but he held him up so he
Yeah,
wouldn't
I
get
don't know.
knocked out. You just
I don't think
you
that's
never
real.
know. Oh, you don't think so?
that's real.
I
No,
think he got cracked, and
I think I don't. What I meant is like I don't think it's real that Floyd carried the fight. I think he did get cracked, and he probably just like got foul on him, and he was like, "Oh fuck, what the fuck?"
yeah,
And he just kind of like pushed him back.
I don't know. I feel like it's gonna go all 5 rounds because that's how every of Jake
All of
Paul's
those
fights
fights.
go. Yeah, because
Most of them, because he has been knocking motherfuckers out. He knocked out Tyron
Oh
Woodley.
yeah, that's true.
He did knock his ass out. He knocked out Nate Robinson. I know people are like, why doesn't he fight a real fighter? Well, he did. What's his face? Tommy Fury,
Yeah,
dude's brother, doesn't want to fight. Obviously,
right.
he's being pussy. Like he keeps making up excuses on why he can't come out here. He had said something about his passport and having like mafia relationships or some shit like that, and the U.S. Border Patrol or whatever it is, customs wasn't allowing
Yeah.
him to come over.
What the fuck?
I don't believe that shit one bit. I think that he was scared and he didn't want to fuck up his legacy because his brother was putting money on him. His dad was like on some, hey, bro, if you lose, we're disowning you.
Damn, really?
So yeah, bro. So
Oh my
like, I think
God.
he's scared to fight Jake Paul because he sees Jake Paul as like, dude's been training for like 3 years.
Yeah, and he's in good
Every
shape.
fucking day he trains.
Yeah.
So it's not like he's not taking breaks and shit like that, but he's been training consistently for 3 years.
And he has the money to get good trainers, you know, like
He does.
so.
So I think Jake Paul would have beat Tommy Fury. Then he was gonna fight another dude, and I forgot his name. But the dude pretty much couldn't make weight.
Yeah, I did.
And I don't think it's necessarily him being scared to fight him. I think it's just more like he just couldn't make the weight.
Yeah, I don't think
then
anything into
for Jake
that.
Paul to come up in weight would just not be fair.
Yeah, it's just throws everything off, you know,
Yeah.
and
It just doesn't. It becomes one of those things where it's like it's not good for the sport in a sense, you know.
yeah,
But do I think Jake Paul is a real fighter? I think he's a real fighter, bro. I think he's the real deal. I think he's anxiously looking for the right opportunity to fight and knock somebody out. And I think when he does, bro, he's gonna show out.
honestly, I think he's a real fighter because like what defines a real fighter, you know, and
Yeah.
he's out there fighting, especially he's putting up the numbers for like
Yeah.
you know the
Pay-per-views. He's putting up the
Right.
pay-per-views. He's putting up it's a money grab. People want to see him get knocked out, so people are gonna pay for it.
If there was a fighter that like was like a real like boxer, you know, that was actively boxing and the money made sense, I
Yeah.
think Jake would definitely do it.
Yeah.
The reason why he fights all these like no name kind of dudes that are not real boxers is
Well, every
because
boxer
the
does that.
money speaks, you know,
Yeah,
like
but it's also like every boxer does that, bro. Can you, if somebody's like a real boxing advocate and like a real fanatic of boxing, can you name every single bum that Floyd Mayweather knocked out?
right, like
You think of guys like Manny Pacquiao. You think of guys like Canelo when you're talking about L's that are like recognizable and that mean something to Floyd.
yeah,
You don't talk about the dude he knocked out like in his sixth fight.
right, because they're not big names, you know.
And
Like,
but Floyd Mayweather wasn't a big name.
yeah,
You know, like this is what boxers do. They beat a bunch of scrubs, kind of build up the record, make themselves more marketable, and as soon as they can, then they go for the big fight.
yeah, you know,
When you're like 25-0 and and all 25 of the past guys before you fight Gervonta Davis are a bunch of fucking bums, but hey, if you do lose, you're one would beat to Gervonta Davis.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
definitely.
Hey.
So I know. I just think like whoever's putting up the biggest bag, that's who Jake Paul's gonna fight if he
Yeah.
feels like he has a chance against them.
Yeah.
All right,
That was good. How do you feel about it?
I think it was good. I feel like we covered.
We covered a
bunch of
lot. Yeah,
shit,
we covered a
bro.
lot. We're going over an hour, bro. That's a
Hey.
lot. I didn't expect that.
One thing that hurt me this week was the Chicago Sky, bro. Did you see that?
No, I don't watch WNBA.
So I don't really either. You know what I'm talking. But anyway, so bro,
Nobody does.
they were up by like 10 points in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
I put in the group chat, "Let's go Sky."
Yeah.
They lose by like 10 points.
Were they the WNBA champions last year?
And so that game,
Shout out to the Sky.
whoever won goes to the championship.
Damn.
So I might have jinxed you guys. I'm sorry, you know, but better luck next year.
So are you a WNBA fan?
I'm a Chicago Sky supporter.
Okay, cool. So
But no,
am I.
I don't
I
really
don't watch the WNBA.
If
I'm not
it's
gonna
on,
sit. Yeah, I'm not gonna sit here and be like,
Oh
"Oh,
my gosh, gotta
yeah,
watch this
yeah, we gotta
game."
watch the WNBA." But
Nah.
like, hey, if you want to take us out to a game,
right?
take our families out to a game, we'll go.
Yeah,
Hey.
we'll you know,
Well,
whatever.
hey,
we'll
sponsor the
shout
pod.
you everybody
Hey,
out on that
shout it
team.
out. Hey, who cares? You know,
Yeah,
Like,
right?
But I'm very Chicago first.
Yeah, and
hey,
that's what I
hey.
think it is. No matter what the sport is, if it's Chicago related and they're going for a champion, you know, it could be
Yeah, we
fucking
can support. We can support.
cornhole. Yeah,
It'll be the fucking Bears.
Ping pong.
I'll support the Bears. I'll be like, yeah, go Bears.
Yeah, I mean,
Bear down.
I talk
Cool.
mad shit about the.
I'm
Bears,
not gonna
but
wear. I'm not gonna wear a Justin Fields jersey, but I'm definitely gonna be
Fuck
like,
that.
hey, I don't want you guys to lose.
Right, for sure.
But, hey,
I agree
yeah.
with that.
Let us know what you guys think about the podcast. We on Sports. We're definitely gonna do our best to be a lot earlier with these episodes and be consistent. Let us know what you guys want us to talk about. We're gonna try to set up an Instagram for all this stuff and try to really build a community around us. So if you follow us, you know, we on one podcast on Instagram, MTM Fitness.
Yep, on Instagram,
On
Fitness
Instagram.
and Nutrition.
Yep. So if you guys are looking for nutrition, anything dietary, hit up my boy. He'll definitely put you guys on and get you guys right. So until next time, thank you guys for supporting.
guys.
And we'll talk to you guys later.